We know that God has done amazing things in this place over the past 45 years and change. People's lives have been transformed. People have come into relationship with Jesus. We've seen marriages that have been saved, relationships that have been brought back together, and it's all been based on the truth of what Jesus can do.
Jody was actually searching, had been introduced to some Christians in Christianity, was given a Bible, and had gone to a couple of services, and was really just kind of thinking about Christianity in the back of her mind. Our daughter Sydney was invited by our good friend Julia Gibbs to come to church, and I had a very close friend whose brother, who was only 37 years old, was found collapsed in a parking lot. He called me that night and was telling me what was happening to his brother, and he was at an incredible peace. And when I asked, is there anything I can do, he just said, you know, Todd, you can pray for him, and we're okay with what happens. I mean, I'm obviously very devastated, but you know, whatever God's will is, we're okay with. And mind you, he had no idea what was going to happen with his brother at that time. And I was just amazed at how strong he was and how he took it. And you know, Jody and I decided, you know what, let's go to church with Sydney. And that's kind of how we came to Woodbury Lutheran.
We came to Woodbury in 1979 with a move. We had 2 children, and they got involved in the youth program here, and we got involved as youth workers and going on retreats. I went to the Boundary Waters a few times. So later I realized that our new motto, or whatever we're calling it, faith comes to life, that's what happened to us. Okay, we got involved in youth work, Bible studies, small group studies.
Choir.
Small group. I've been in several different small groups over the years, and currently I'm in a small group that has been meeting together for, we just figured it out, 10 years, and we meet every Friday morning at a restaurant. We lift each other up in different ways. We hold each other accountable. It's not always about Bible study. Bible study is one of the things that we do, but it's also lifting each other up. It's being there when there's a hurt. It's being there when there's a joy. It's being there to hold each other accountable. And sometimes we do all of those things at the same breakfast, and sometimes we only get to one of them.
We had an assignment in Sunday school to invite somebody to church, and I decided to invite my friend Ethan. So he came and he liked it.
We had moved to Woodbury into our neighborhood, and Kim and Brian Hughes had this little boy, Dylan, who had invited Ethan. They were in kindergarten together, and so Dylan had asked Ethan if he'd go to, what was it, like Sunday school? Sunday school. And he had asked them, you know, if he would go, and they started bringing him, and they continually just offered to bring Ethan and said, if you guys want to come sometime. And then it just kind of continued from there.
And the opportunity that we had then to, through our son Dylan, invite that family first to Sunday school, their kids to Sunday school, and then later that family started to join their son and come to church with us. And we got to be part of being missionaries right in our own neighborhood.
here's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to come along with me, to follow me as I follow Jesus, to come along on a spiritual journey. I'm asking you to start praying right now. I want you to pray about who you're going to reach out to. I want you to pray about who you can help connect into a group, or maybe yourself join. Or if you're in one now, maybe you want to lead a group. Start praying about that, how God's going to move you in your spiritual growth. And then finally, start praying about sacrifice and generosity, how the Lord is going to touch your heart. And in November, we're going to come together and we're going to celebrate the response that we make to the prayer that we've been praying for these 3 months. And we're going to celebrate as we look at how God moves us in these 3 areas of reaching out. So we're going to have greater reach. We're going to celebrate how God's going to move us in our growth, how He's going to strengthen our faith and encourage our discipleship. Finally, we're going to celebrate the greater generosity that's going to come out of the prayers that we've been praying. And I know we're going to celebrate because we're a great congregation. We're filled with great people who love Jesus, who have a desire for more people to know that same relationship. And so I'm excited, I'm honored, I'm overjoyed to be able to lead this effort, to continue to follow Jesus where I think He's moving us as a congregation. And I'm thankful that you are there right next to me, walking on this journey together.